Morning from Camp Chaos. A beautiful morning with a lovely breeze. No midges today, thank God. That's how it should have been last night. Oh dear, so still waking up 7:30. Yeah, I've had line, but we're in an isolated spot here, so we're going to get no problems. That's why I chose it, so I could take my time in the mornings. If I was on that side where there is a track and gets used, not much but enough, then I would have to be out by now, because I don't want to interrupt other people's fun. But because I'm in the far side of Bleaklow, then chances of someone coming along here are very remote. I couldn't even find no tracks yesterday myself. Rebel, leave it. Don't know what he's eating again. It's always the same thing, isn't it? Every morning. So what I'm doing, instead of tying the flaps up, I'm tossing them back to try and get the wind to dry them. One side's okay, as you can see, and the other side it's got condensation, and that happens every time. It's the side I'm on, so it must be the breath I'm giving off rather than the dogs, or they're all pointing this way and the breath is going this way. But I'm gonna have something to eat, and I'm gonna have a nice cup of coffee, and hopefully that will dry out. That's another good thing about hiking poles. Stick them on your tent or your shelter, let the shelter dry out and it won't blow away in the wind. So shelter's down now, so we're not wild camping, we're hikers now. So I'm going to feed the dogs, probably have another coffee, have another coffee after feeding the dogs, and the main concern is going to be water. So I'll think about that. Might not be able to go there because there's no water if I go up the tops and round, unless I go down, and then that's it. So there is water on the way back there. Muddy, messy, but water for the dogs. Oh well, we'll see. Right, we're moving out. Leave no trace. That's where we would pitch. It was a nice spot, nice and soft, not too lumpy. Yep, nice. Whoops. I didn't tell you yesterday, I was using my Gregory Optic 58 pack without the top lid. The Atmos AG65 did its job, but I had to go. I'm sorry. It's the belt. You know, that spring-loaded belt on the front, whereas this one, look, nice and saggy. I can chuck this rucksack on my back, clip it, no problem. The Osprey Atmos 65, that spring-loaded thing, I was having battles with it. Pack itself was brilliant, didn't squeak because it was a second-hand one. Newer ones do squeak, you have to be broken in or something. So someone said, and it was true. I got to be honest, if I was going for the AG65, this is Osprey by the way, AG65 or the basic Rook 65, price wise I'd go for the Rook. I think the Rook's selling £18-90, whereas the Osprey Atmos is like 170 or something like that. It's stupid, just for a few extra bits. So my advice, if you do like Osprey and you do like a 65 pack, is get the Rook or the Wren. There's a ladies one called a Wren that does exactly the same job without the spring-loaded waistband getting on your nerves. So don't know why they did that. A few little gizmos and gadgets on it, not worth the aggro. But anyway, we've drank all the water, so we're out of water. I've got a little bit in my bowl for emergency. So we're loading up, and it is 9:30. Look at that. Took it really late. Rebel, get up. Such a useless dog, isn't he? I'll have to sell him. But look how remote. It's lovely on this far end. I was going to far end. I'm lathered up in suntan cream because it's going to be hot. I wanted to go that way. I'm still tempted to go that way, to be honest, because the dogs have just had water. Right, we're going to go up and across for a change, and you'll probably get wind noise now, typical, isn't it? This is what Bleaklow's normally like, windy. Hence why I always come here, because I like the wind, keeps the midges away. But not last night. Hazy again. And it's all unreal how clear it is over us, but all surrounding areas really covered in haze again. Right, they're giving me marching orders, I've got to go. And she's looking better already. Thank God for that. Typical me, forgetting her aspirin, eh? Right, going to load up and then we're going that way up towards Bleaklow Stones and then across the tops. Be nice. Bleaklow Stones on the crest up there. Probably focusing on my trekking pole now. I better, yeah. We're on Bleaklow Hill. Might go down and have a look at the views if there's any. Bit windy over here, and the stakes are there, and the track as such leads there. So we'll go down, have a look at the views, and double back to the track and follow along. And anyhow, that makes sense. As you can see, the views are good. I've walked down from up near the tops there. Came to see some views, kept coming down this gully that leads to our port head, and I thought, hold on, there's water down here. If I can get across that fence, the dreaded fence, I can see all the views, get some water for the dogs, and then we can go up Herne Clough, which makes sense. But this grass is overgrown so much. Now it's not too bad here now. There's holes all over the place, so you've got to be careful where you put your feet, because you see like that, look, just seen that one. Look at that. That's up to the blue markers. So, well, just short of the blue markers. So you got to be very careful. And it can be hidden by the grass. So I'm going to put you away whilst I'm being careful. And then we'll go down our port head towards the swamp after crossing that dreaded wire bridge, wire fence, sorry, and to the swamp and Grains in the Water. That was the place I was trying to remember last night. And then up Herne Clough, so the dogs will get water. And it'll be nice, a nice one, and we'll get views over this side. Hazy again, but very windy, so you're probably getting wind noise, so I apologise. Well, I was following that clough down and it was getting really dodgy. Grass is about 3 feet high, holes everywhere. I wanted to follow all the way down across that fence down there and then follow down to the Grains in the Water. But then I saw this track and no grass. So I thought I can show you the views. Grinny Stones over there. And we'll follow along the edge, because I don't particularly want to spend 6 months in hospital or 6 months recovering from a broken ankle and then start all over again. So we're going to scout along the lip here. Nice breeze. Yeah, don't look it from here, it looks nice, doesn't it, down there? Coming down that clough, the grass is up to your knees. I can't see where I'm putting my feet. Too dodgy. Leave that. There was a spring along here somewhere once. It's probably gone now. Some guys told me on one of my adventures, so you're getting the wind noise, they were looking for a spring and they found a spring. I can't hear anything gurgling. Just down there where the fence is, I can see a footstye, so I can go over. I wonder if that break in the fence is still down there that I used a few months back now. But this I can see where I'm walking along. Earlier, with the grass so high I couldn't see any holes. Recipe for a disaster, and I don't want no disaster. So making my way down to the fence and then carry on down to the swamp and Grains in the Water. Yeah, that bit that I said was a sty is not a sty. Fence brace. But up top there is a gate, and we've been over that before. Just take it gingerly with Stella. Wrench in the leg or anything. I'm just looking to see if there's any gaps here. Sometimes the sheep rip gaps in the fence. Don't ask me how. I think they chew for them. Got razor teeth. But this is always an obstacle, this one. There is the odd footstool, but can you find them? I'll probably get up there and I'll see it up there. But this fence I can go over. And then all I got to do is get the dogs over. Or under, whichever's easiest. Prepare for problems. Easy peasy. I went over the footstool. They come over the top rail of that. Obviously our top rebels pack off first. Don't want to make it harder for them, do I? Now, I want to be going that way, but I don't want this clough if there's a clough in the middle, so I might have to go around this clough. Yeah. So go over this clough and then down, straight down the middle. Easy peasy. Beautiful. Some noisy neighbours around watching us. Sheep, that is. Even a bit of dirty water down there, but not yet. I want them to get decent water. Oh dear. Dead bird of some sort down here, being butchered. God knows what it was. Big bird, whatever it was. Right, come down along there, just below the hill, along the fence on this side. Then I pick this trail up because I need to get over this clough and follow the tracks on the left hand side. If I stay on the right hand side, it's called the swamp for a reason. And we'll be up to our waist. Gooey, black, greeny, stinky stuff. So, found this trail, so that must mean there's a crossing point here. Someone or sheep or something's done it, so I'll get over the other side. Here you! They're looking for water. So that's what you do. You sometimes have to do a zigzag. But once I'm over that side, it's easier. Quite a steep clough there. So, put your weight. All that green, long grass is swampy, so I've got to be careful I don't put my feet in there, but you can see a stream down there, don't I? So I was aiming too high for dead centre. So I've got the poles in my... There you go. And that's what the dogs will start drinking, but down the bottom it's lovely, crystal clear. Some places. Right, off we go. And there you go, water for the dogs. We came down over the top set. Now we stayed to the left, get over, there's a track on the other side, and stay on the left hand side, down to grains in the water. Everyone's making a mess of himself somewhere. We're on the left hand side here, but you see the right hand side, all that tall green grass, that's the swamp, and that's very boggy and very marshy. Here we've got remains of a track, could be a sheep track, could be hikers that have used it over the years. I've been along here, so I know that area. There's quite a bit of water around today. They've had plenty of rain, because I've been down here years, especially at summer, where it's been bone dry. But this is where you got to be careful. Not too deep, but just make a stinky mess of your gear. Right, and we'll go follow around, twist and turns a bit, but not far now, to grains in the water and then up that clough. There you can see just where my hiking pole is. There's a clough, and that's hand clough. Guess what? Rebel fell in a hole. I was walking ahead of him and somehow he fell in a hole. Stay there, I've got to wash him off in a minute. Stay there, stay. That's why he fell in. Wow. Thankfully it isn't smelly, it's just peaty. Very boggy. See what I mean? Even dogs fall in. Unbelievable. Oh look at it, I was walking, I turned around, he's missing, I could hear him yelping. I was like, where is he? Then I looked, I saw a head. How did he miss that? Even dogs fall in holes. Stella, stay there. He's covered and go, look at him. So I've got to get him rinsed right off. Thankfully, he's shaking, he's covering me. The aftermath, he's cleaned. Used the chamois as a kind of washcloth. Freezing cold water, but I think he was just glad to get clean. Look at him, he's come out quite well. And he'll go in water. How he missed that hole. But there again, I didn't see it, you know, I didn't notice it, so it was just slightly to the left of the path, so, but wow. Now if that had been smelly, we would have had real problems. But it's just been one of them wild camps, isn't it? Covered in midges. Him falling in a hole. I forgot to tell you, when I arrived at Kinder Road, he was whining and getting on my nerves, wanting to go. So I checked everything, packed all the bag, made sure everything was ready, got them ready. Went shooting off down Kinder Road towards where the car park's Bowden Bridge. Got about Bowden Bridge and realised I hadn't put my hiking trainers on. So I had to go all the way back to the car. Oh, and we're not even started, you know. So they come in threes, hopefully that's the three. No wind, which is impossible for Bleaklow. Bleaklow always has wind with the midges. Forgetting the trainers and him falling in the hole. Good, it was not Stella. But there again, I think she's wiser. It's just peat. Thank God it didn't smell. Some of these holes here can stink because they've been bad for so long. So, chamois drying off. His bag will dry. I've washed that. I mean, all that. I mean, the harness and his backpack are about finished anyway. They've got holes in, and I've got a spare one at home. So, I mean, it'll wash off, but I think it's on its last days. The backpack is. I washed myself off because I don't think you can see. He was shaking and the mud was going all over me. First I was mad because he could have hurt himself, and then I was laughing because I thought it was so funny, even though he was covered in mud. So these things happen. Just got to chill, just got to relax. Now I've got to look for holes for him because he's clumsy. I named him Rebel for a reason. Look at him. He done, to him it's like nothing. But it was so funny. I could hear this whimpering, and I thought, I mean, he was beside me 1 minute and he's gone. And I thought, Stella kept looking at me and she knew something weren't right, but she couldn't tell me. And I could hear whimpering, and then I saw that he must have jumped out and his head popped out the hole. He was well in it, and of course with the bags, he couldn't get out the hole because of the stuff in him. So he was digging himself a deeper hole in the hole. And this happened all in a matter of about 1 minute, you know. But it's amazing how much disaster you can have in 1 minute. So good job we're not, because I've had really drenched them bags. So God knows if the food is okay, if the sleeping bag's okay. So oh, it's just one of them wild camps, isn't it? But that's going to be the highlight of the year now. I'm happy that he didn't injure himself. That's all, and I'm happy it wasn't Stella that fell in. But just shows the dangers. That hole, I mean, I didn't hang around too long, but that hole was a good 3 feet down, and I don't know what it was like at the bottom, but I can guarantee it was soft and smelly and boggy, but not putrid like some of them get. So imagine if that were me, I could have gone up to probably my knees with my body weight and carrying the pack, and then there's always a chance of falling forward with the weight and breaking a leg or something. And I've just seen the helicopter flying over the tops there again. I hope no one's lost again. You almost get lost. But good lesson. I mean, I never switch off. Very rare. Normally the time I switch off is when I'm getting too tired, and that's a danger time. So I always call it a day. You know, I like stop wherever we are and we pitch if I'm getting tired. But I never switch off. I've learned a lesson after wrenching ankle ligaments. I learned that stop, take your photos, don't try and take photos. And if I am walking with the camera and you've seen me, it's probably on ground like this where I know I can see every step. But yeah, good eye opener. I mean, if a dog can fall in a hole, he can. He don't look bad now, and he'll jump in more water and get more washes, so he'll be right. I'm just waiting for the kit to dry a bit and the chamois to dry. Look at it, he looks like he's still got his bum. I didn't wash his bum, but he'll wash off. Believe it or not, it's only peat, so it'll brush out of anything, and it probably hasn't done any harm. And the reason I've also stopped here is the dogs have got water, so as long as they got water. And up there's like plunge pools, so I'll make sure he goes in it and he'll get a good soaking again. It's off his back, it's more on his bottom area, which I forgot to wash. Rebel, get up. Now you see why I call him Rebel, don't you? Crazy dog. You've got two different types of dog here. You've got the wise old dog, and she has always been wise. Look, he covered her in muck when he was shaking. Lie down. And you've got the fool, the young fool, the young pretender. That's why he's not top dog. She'll always be top dog, because I think she's even got peat on the top of her nose. Where he's been shaking, look at it. Oh, what a fool you are, Rebel. You make me laugh. That's why I come out with the dogs. Never a dull moment. Right, enough rambling. We're resting for a minute. Oh, look at my watch. Even my watch has got peat shaking on it. Something to remember though, isn't it? Right, I'm going to have a drink and then we'll push off in a minute. Grains in the water. The track leading to Hernclough is just there. Trying to get him in some more water, but it's steep banked. All the banks are eroded away. So we'll go plunge pooling up here to clean Rebel up. Instead has gone for a dunk. Grains in the water down there. Two hikers came down the slopes down there. We're going out Hernclough, and Rebel's going to get another bath. There's a plunge pool at the top. Whew. Hot. I did put suntan cream, but he's probably washed it all off. An idiot. Goodbye, Bleaklow. Just come out Hernclough. A few people about, so I didn't film around there. So we're now starting back on the Pennine Way, back towards Snake Pass Road, and then over the tops. Nice breeze. Just warm. Should have got some water, didn't. But I did get some at William Club. Dogs are fine, they've just had tons of water. Still going to do a plunge and a plunge pool. So you can see where we come down now, where that yellow topped hill, we came down there on this side of the clough that's running down there, and then back up. That runs up and joins the path about there. Good fun. Got wet feet, Rebel got covered in muck. As I say, as long as he's safe and healthy and nothing got injured, I'm happy. I can laugh at it then. But imagine that happening. I was just thinking, imagine that happening in Scotland, first day out. All his gear got absolutely covered in gunk. Ruin the time, you'll be spending more time washing than trying to dry. across Snake Pass Road. I nearly called it Snake Bridge. Chatting to a few people. A lot of people going up to the air crash sites on Hayfield. Wonder what they're sniffing at. Go in you. Beautiful out. Quick pit stop. I put a hat on. Don't want to because it's hot, but I've got to protect my head. Here you. Oh, they're having a drink. Can you drink that? Is it clean enough to drink? She's well, probably interested in submerging herself in it to keep herself cool. This is a long path, isn't it? Got my hiking poles because I need them down William Clough because it's very rubbly and a lot of rubble and loose stones. And I want a drink at William Clough, and I'm sure the dogs will want a dunk. A few people out, nothing crazy, but there's a few day trippers out, and nice breeze here. Hill. Woo! It's hot. We need water. No, you can't rest there, you'll dehydrate. Come on, we're going down. William Clough starts in about a quarter mile, and there's water. So as soon as we get water, everything's okay. We're coming across the tops here, it's like an oven. And of course, I'm worried about dogs dehydrating and getting heat stroke. So, and to be honest, I could do with a drink. That's what I'm taking in my water now. These Nuan or Nun hydration tablets. They replace the electrolytes, is it? I can't focus on that. But anyway, you put one of these in 500 mils. That's roughly that. It goes cloudy. God knows what it's going to taste like in a minute. I shall let you know. Give it a good shake. But it replaces all, you know, like when you're losing all your fluids, you sometimes replace, I'm just trying to read here what it says. Electrolytes, vitamins, low energy, refreshing taste, vegan and gluten free. There's different flavours. They've got vitamins in it as well. This one's like an acidy lime, so it should be nice and twangy, hopefully. Right, Baron Breather here. I'm having plenty of fluids. Dog's having a little rest. And she's going to be dunking in every pool she can find in that. Right, I had some lunch. Some more cake. Oh, living on cake last 2 days. Them Nuan tabs, or Nun tabs. Anyway, them electrolyte tabs. They're really alright. They taste like, you know when you've got a little bit of orange juice left in your bottle, and then you fill it up with some water. So it's got that little twang of orange or twang of lime. And that's how it tastes. It don't taste bad at all. It tastes really nice. It just tastes like really weakened diluted pop. You know, that orange squash or whatever you get. So I'm having a little breather. I've eaten. Dogs are drunk. Now, hopefully, because the temperatures, now the breeze is picking up again. It goes through phases, but it suddenly dies. I would say temperatures down here about 25, 26, up there about 23. It's very, very warm. If it weren't for the breeze, then you would literally cook. But look, there's a lovely breeze. Someone said to me, as they were going out and looking exhausted, they said, I've been told there's a lovely breeze up there. I says, I'd like to tell you that, but there ain't. If anything, the breeze is down here. Look at it, beautiful here. One guy who was getting near the top, he was saturated in sweat. Looked fit, but he looked like he was struggling. I said, you're right? He says, yeah. Just takes it out of you when you probably had a few months off. Soon catches up. Rebel's looking clean. God knows I'm not even going to unzip them bags to have a look inside, because all I've got a feeling is they got full of peat and goo. I'll wait till I get home and do that outside. God knows where his sleeping bags and all that are like. But him himself, because it's dried, I think it's probably brushed out of him. He's such an idiot, isn't he? Well, we reached Kinder. We're in one piece. Rebel might smell a bit of peat, but hey, he might be carrying an extra 2 or 3 pounds in his bag of peat. Oh, gone croaky. Beautiful. Well, we made it down. Time check. 10 to 3. Wow. That was a long day, wasn't it, Rebel? Fun though. I had an injury. I scratched my finger on a barbed wire fence just a minute ago. Typical, isn't it? I'd say down here it's about 25, 26 degrees easy. Not much breeze. Them electrolyte tablets do make a difference. I noticed a difference straight away. So, yep. Big bonus point for them. Now I'm going to get back to the car, have a cold Lucasade or lukewarm one. Drive home, have a good shower and rest for 3-4 weeks now. I think the weather's going to change anyway. But, whew, beautiful. Couldn't wish for more, could you? Another one done. 3:30. Fueled up, food wise, and drink. They're going to have the fans on, so they're going to cool down. And I've got aircon as well, so they're going to be nice and cool. But wow, whew. That was a hot one. So we're off. Only a short one, so I hope you enjoyed it, especially the bit where Rebel falls in the hole. I thought that was very funny. But anyway, until next time, don't forget to live the dream. And look at these two dozing off. They're absolutely whacked. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.